That was actually when it was worth something. They took the Trump name off, we would have lost money. Now it's like you take Trump's name off.
Yeah, right.
Most sensitive subject in the White House. Where is Melania? I mean, she doesn't want to be anywhere near Donald Trump.
Donald Trump just froze mid-sentence on live TV, but it wasn't a glitch. It's what happened next that had everyone talking. George Conway, the husband of Trump's former advisor, calmly dismantled Trump's biggest claims to fame.
Conway has been criticizing the president on Twitter for months, questioning Trump's mental health in recent posts, and now Trump has fired back, calling Conway a total loser.
But the real kicker? A surprising reveal about Melania's silence that might just change everything. What's going on behind the scenes that's shaking Trump's empire? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Donald Trump freezing mid-sentence on live television wasn't just uncomfortable, it was downright telling. Picture this. George Conway, husband of Kellyanne Conway and longtime thorn in Trump's side, took center stage to dissect Trump's legacy.
The president can't do this because a normal president could do this.
Right.
And so it's sort of interesting to look at that in retrospect.
But instead of going for the predictable political jabs Trump's used to, Conway took a sledgehammer to the weakest part of Trump's identity, his business empire. He wasn't shouting. He wasn't angry. He calmly, like a lawyer dismantling an argument in court, pried apart Trump's image as a self-made billionaire.
I think everybody overthinks this guy. There's no strategy. There is no thought.
Here's the kicker. Conway didn't bring up Trump University or a random tweet tantrum. Oh no. He went deeper, listing monumental failures like the Trump Taj Mahal casino and the airline debacle that tanked so fast it became a punchline. Trump Plaza in Atlantic City? Another disaster. Conway pointed out how these ventures not only lost millions, but also tarnished the credibility Trump clings to, his supposed genius as a businessman.
That was actually when it was worth something. They took the Trump name off, we would have lost money. Now it's like you take Trump's name off.
Yeah, right.
It was like pulling back a curtain to reveal that The Apprentice wasn't real life. It was just a guy play acting in boardrooms. And for Trump, this was no ordinary criticism. It struck at his core.
The White House now in that bizarre and bitter feud between President Trump and the husband of his top advisor, Kellyanne Conway.
Political psychologists have said before that Trump's brand is bigger than his politics. It's built on the illusion of success, on gold-plated towers, and the image of a man who never loses. Conway's words weren't the usual orange man bad rhetoric. They were specific enough to cut deep, shaking the very foundation of what keeps Trump's base loyal. The idea that he wins, no matter what.
And the brand is just him. He lives in this world where there's just him.
Trump's reaction was immediate. His face visibly tensed, his eyes darted, and for a moment, it looked like he literally froze on camera. No quip, no comeback, nothing. That's the thing with someone like Trump. Silence doesn't come naturally. It almost always signals he's been caught off guard. And that moment let the world see a crack in what is usually a very polished facade. But Conway's words weren't the only factor shaking things up. Behind the scenes, someone far closer to Trump was causing just as big of a stir, and she didn't even need to speak to do it. Melania Trump didn't need to say a single word. Her silence, her absence, her whole vibe lately, it all screamed louder than any speech could.
Most sensitive subject in the White House. Where is Melania? She doesn't want to be anywhere near Donald Trump.
As Trump faced a whirlwind of backlash over the marriage scandal, Melania was nowhere to be found. No carefully staged photo shoots, no overly rehearsed statements of denial. Not even a lukewarm, "I stand by my husband" PR line. She opted instead for radio silence and an empty seat at key campaign events. a choice that didn't go unnoticed. Some say this is just Melania being Melania. It's no secret she's never enjoyed the spotlight, but this time felt different, more pointed.
Enormous amount of media attention had to do with Melania Trump, the First Lady, and some video. Was this an actual slap, or did she just pull her hand away?
Michael Wolff, who has written extensively on the inner workings of the Trump universe, once claimed Melania hates Donald. And honestly, moments like her swatting his hand away on live TV or her icy expressions during official appearances only seem to fuel that narrative. Avoiding the public eye during a personal scandal sends a message, and it's not a subtle one.
Melania, and I always say this, everything she does is intentional. And
The optics? Terrible. Political campaigns thrive on the all-American image of a strong, supportive spouse. Think Michelle Obama campaigning shoulder to shoulder with Barack, or even the tightly choreographed unity of the Clintons during difficult times. Melania's absence undercuts that entirely, making Trump's carefully manufactured image of control and dominance look downright shaky. If he can't keep his own household united, what does that say about the supposed winner persona that's been drilled into his brand?
I didn't quite see the contact of a slap.
Wow. Leave it to Fox News not to recognize what rejection from a woman looks like.
And it's not just body language experts or gossip rags jumping in here. It's straight-up political strategy. Scholars have documented how candidates often lean on their spouses to pull in key demographics, particularly suburban women. Without Melania, Trump loses the ability to project the unity and stability people expect from a presidential household, already a tough sell for a man with his history.
It is kind of sweet that she made a jacket out of her and Donald's wedding vows. That's really cool. I like that. Aww.
So was this some kind of silent rebellion? A statement that she's officially done playing First Lady in the Trump show? Maybe. Or maybe she just doesn't care anymore. Either way, Melania's silence left a crater-sized dent in Trump's stagecraft. And if his wife won't buy into the act, why should anyone else? Trump's entire brand rests on one thing: the illusion of always winning. But George Conway didn't just poke holes in that fantasy, he brought the whole structure crashing down. By exposing Trump's business blunders, Conway revealed the self-made success image was as shaky as the walls of Trump Taj Mahal. Then Melania's quiet rebellion made the cracks impossible to miss. If even she won't play along, how long can Trump convince the world he's in control? The facade is breaking, piece by piece. The real question now isn't whether it'll collapse, but who'll be left when it finally does.